Welcome to Smoothies Advanced. Now in this video, I'm going to put even more nutrition in than I did in Smoothies Intermediate. And this time, I'm not starting with flaxseed. Instead, I'm going to use an oil that has flaxseed oil in it and some other good nutritious things. So what I'm going to start with is greens again, just like in Intermediate. I'm starting with some big leaf spinach. And like I said, in Intermediate, you can use any green in here, really. If you have a regular blender, you want to use a soft green like Swiss chard or dandelion greens. If you have a super blender, like I have a Vitamix, you can use kale. Then I also use some kind of green powder. I'm using Garden of Life. This is Garden of Life Perfect Food Original. Go to a health food store, go to Whole Foods, go to a vitamin store, and check out the greens. Read up on them on the internet and decide what you want to try. I can taste these in here, so I want to make sure that I have enough fruit in here to compensate for the taste of the powder. I don't taste the spinach. I will taste the dandelion greens if I put those in here though. So then again, I always do a banana. You all watch me while I need to peel off one little bit of banana because I use them to get rid of fruit flies. Another trick of mine. I've got 8 ounces of water. If I'm doing 2 smoothies, I usually do a little more than 8 ounces of water, but not 16. I'll do maybe 10 ounces of water and then just put in a lot more fruit. And I'll have smoothies for 2 days or smoothies for 2 people, or one for today and one to take with me. Now, here's why I'm not using flaxseed. I'm using instead this Udo's oil, U-D-O apostrophe S. It must be the guy's last name. It's called the 369 blend, omega fatty acids. Now, at my Whole Foods, they sell it in a smaller bottle, so I buy this at a place called Vitacost.com. I get it online. They have like a $5 shipping fee for the whole order. So when I order from them, I order a couple bottles of this because it's in glass, and I order a few other supplements that I take. I don't take many supplements, but I'll do one big order at one time. But this has a lot of stuff in it. A nutritional MD got me going on this. Good oils in our body are really good for our joints. And I have noticed a difference, as has a friend of mine. So for each serving of smoothie, I put in 2 tablespoons. And before I start up, I always swish it around a little bit or turn it upside down. I don't shake it, but just to get it mixed up inside. Now the fruit I'm going to do this time is pear. I've already rinsed off my pear. If you have a regular blender, you have to core it. I don't really have to core it because I have this Vitamix. So I'm cutting that up. I'm going to do frozen blueberries. Because I'm doing some frozen food, frozen fruit, I'm not doing ice. If I was doing all room temperature or all refrigerated fruit, I'd toss some ice in here. Now a couple other nutritional things I'm going to put in here. First is raw cacao nibs. Cacao is spelled C-A-C-A-O. And this is basic chocolate. This is with everything in it. It's kind of on the bitter side, so I'm only going to put in about a tablespoon. You can get these again at Whole Foods, of course. This is a brand called Amazon, T-E-R-R Amazon. It's in Raw Foods in the raw Foods. It's in Whole Foods in the raw section, but go inside your Whole Foods and ask them where they sell it. You might even be able to find it online. The other thing I'm going to put in here, again, depending on the fruit I have in here and the taste I want, I'm going to put in a little bit of real ginger. I just get the ginger at the produce section of the grocery store. I cut off a piece that was about the size of a nickel when I cut it off. I cut the skin off and then I chopped it into little bits. I know I'm putting it in a blender, but it blends up better if I chop it in these little pieces. So again, it's only about the size of a nickel, and just for fun, because I mentioned dates last time, I'm going to put in 2 dates. You have to take out the stone. Alright. And I think that's all I wanted to show you for this. So the oil was different, the cacao nibs was different, the ginger was a little different. I'm taking the center off because I want to make sure I've got a little... So I think that about did it. And like I said in the other videos, taste it first. If it's too warm, put it back in the blender, throw in some ice cubes and blend it up with the ice. If it's too cold, put it back in the blender, blend it up, and let it keep blending for another half a minute or a minute to warm it up if you don't like that freezer burn headache. So I always like to give it a little taste. Oh, that is good. The ginger is just really subtle. Again, if you just cut a piece that's about the size of a nickel, it's good. Then I have my Tupperware cups that I talked about before. I love these cups. They should pay me money for telling people about them. I mentioned in the beginner what they're called. I'm going to tell you again. They're called Tupperware Impressions. Oh, they're 11-ounce tumblers. And right now, at this time, they're $24.50 for a set of 4. So they changed the colors. One time I bought a set of all blue, that all 4 of them were blue, and gave them to a friend's son. That way he didn't have to have the pink or the orange or the purple or whatever color they were coming in. So talk to your local Tupperware lady or give Tupperware a call to see if you can buy these. The thing I love is instead of just an opening for the straw hole, it's actually a little rubber thing that's just has a crosshatch cut in it. So you can put a straw in it, but you can see I can turn it over and nothing comes out. So I love these to refrigerate it or to take it with me in the car or on the train. This is a wonderful way to get some nutrition in you. Now this isn't all I eat all morning. When I drink this at 6:30 in the morning, by 9 or 9:30 I'm hungry again, so I eat more fruit. I'm a fruit all morning person, and that's what gets me through the morning. But this doesn't get me through the morning. I have some friends who say this is all they need. I don't know. It's not all I need. I need even more fruit than this. I could take more smoothie with me, but I like to eat some fruit. Change up your fruit from day to day. Don't make the smoothie taste the same every single day because you'll get sick of it. Always have a banana, always have some water, and then throw a bunch of fruit in there and put your greens in there, put your Udos oils in there or your flaxseed, and you'll make a delicious smoothie and you will feel so good. You do this for 6 months straight. By the end of 6 months, you will feel so different. That's what happened to me in the late 90s.